What's going on, people? It's the Xbot 448. And guys, I want to take you back. I want to take you back to E3. This past E3, do you remember Microsoft announced two consoles? One coming out this year, one coming out next year. This year being the One S or the Slim, and then next year Project Scorpio. Do you remember the gaming media, what they did? They said, what is Microsoft doing? They are going to hurt the sales of the One S coming out this year by announcing the Scorpio. What are they doing? They're putting that nail in the coffin. This is not good. Well, guess what, guys? As usual, they were completely wrong. All right. Now, even to the fact where Aaron Greenberg, the head of marketing for Xbox, actually came out in a tweet and said that the Xbox One S is the #1 selling console in the United States. When it comes to MPDs, you know, Microsoft has won, I believe this is going on 3 months in a row now. If not, it will soon be. But anyway, now, even the UK is getting involved in this. There is an article from MCV that came out, and it stated that the Xbox One S sales, puts the Xbox One sales up by 1,000%, basically, and it's not necessarily 1,000%. It's actually 989% increase in sales since the Xbox One S released. Now, if you look at it, it even goes on to state that this past week, the week ending September 24th, has seen Xbox hold 71% of the market share in the UK. That means 71% of the consoles sold were Xbox. Alright? And if you look at it in terms of rivalries and stuff like that, PlayStation, they released their Slim. And Sony is actually holding 18% of the market share. So, you have 71 to 18. You have the gaming media saying that, what Microsoft announced at E3 was confusing, and it was actually going to hurt the sales of the One S, and that does not seem to be happening. There seems to be such a momentum in Xbox's favor right now. It's insane. Now here's the thing, guys. It's something I've been telling, people for I don't know how long. When it comes to this whole thing, hardware sales, right? The reason why hardware sales are important is because these companies want their hardware in the house so they can sell their software. All right, software is where the money is actually made in the video game industry when it comes to consoles, even even PC. I mean, that's a no-brainer right there. But software is where the money is at. And then when you look at these companies and where they're going this year in terms of holiday lineups and such, you look at Microsoft and they have big hitters, right? Big hitters with Forza Horizon 3, which just came out, and this racing game has taken the world by storm. There has been so many positive reviews. There's so many people on my friends list playing it. It is such a good game, right? Then not only that, we have Gears of War 4 coming out. We have Dead Rising, the new Dead Rising coming out in, I believe, December. You have, the multiplats, the Call of Duties, if you're into that, the Battlefield 1s. Mafia 3 looks absolutely amazing. So when you look at these consoles, of course, when it comes to PlayStation, they have pretty much The Last Guardian, I believe Gravity Rush 2, and I believe they have a new King of Fighters coming out before the end of the year on that. But when you look at it, like Gravity Rush 2 is popular among like hardcore PlayStation guys and stuff like that. The Last Guardian, man, I don't know why anybody would still be hyped for this game. This game, it's been talked about for 7-8 years now and still hasn't come out. And anything we've seen from The Last Guardian in terms of gameplay, it still looks like a PS3 game. It looks like all they did with that title was kind of shelf it in development, and then put it behind that glass case and break open in case of emergency type thing. And that's what it looks like they did with that. And then King of Fighters, fighting games are kind of like, they have their hardcore fan base, But you know, unless it's Mortal Kombat, unless it's Street Fighter from back in the day, Killer Instinct has actually got, you know, has actually grown a pretty big, pretty substantial fan base. But you know, fighters are very hit or miss when it comes to sales. So I mean, look at what you got here. Like, when you look at one side to the other, now Sony is kind of banking on the fact that, you know, when you get a PlayStation 4, you're also going to want to get the VR. You're also going to put down another $400 or $500 for that piece of hardware as well. Guys, I've seen a shift. It's not going to be a shift in terms of like the gaming media and stuff like that. I really don't believe it. Even though Digital Foundry actually gave the Forza Horizon 3, you know, the comparison video between the PC and the X1, you know, gave it really good reviews, really good, you know, thoughts and opinions, a really good analysis for that. But that's just one video, all right? That's not going to negate the fact of everything they've been doing, you know, throughout this generation. And when you look at the game reviews for Forza Horizon 3, yes, they are very good. There was a couple, you know, there was a couple guys that did reviews, like one was a 40, one was a 60, basically out of 100. Now, but for the most part, like, this game was in the 90s. Now, I still look at it like the media bias is gonna continue because, you know, Playground and Turn 10 had to make a damn near perfect game, all right, just to get above 90 on Metacritic. Where games like Metal Gear Solid 5 and stuff like that got perfect scores at places didn't have to do so. So, like, I'm happy for the reviews and stuff like that happened at that point in time. But, like I said, they had to make, like, damn near perfection just to get there, where other companies, other developers, you know, didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I see going on and stuff like that. But, you know, it seems like the sales of the 1S are doing really well. For people that say, you know, everybody's holding out for the PlayStation 4 Pro, I do believe that the initial launch of that system will do well, but only time will tell about the, like, you know, how many consumers are going to attach to that thing. You know, it doesn't have an Ultra HD Blu-ray player, which, if you're thinking about a 4K machine, you would think it would have that. So only time will tell on that. But as usual, guys, if you like the comment, you like the topics, you like the gameplay, you know, definitely hit that thumbs up button for me. Always comment. I want to hear what you guys think about this stuff, you know, as I'm giving you these videos, most definitely. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you'll definitely subscribe. But as for now, this is the Xbot 448. And I am definitely signing off.